Now, why would I want to be doing this today of all days, right? That carnival starts today. I have to get ready for my um, Spanish lessons, if we can have Spanish lessons tomorrow because of carnival. So I went out and saw what's happening outside, barricades everywhere. It's, they said they would, oh, but it's 12 o'clock. They said that they would close the road at 12 o'clock. And I think even before this morning, they already had it closed. So I said, let me go to the store. Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, feliz viernes. Okay, I think you guys don't have anything to do. But anyway, oh, I found my hat again. I was so excited because last week, I kept my hat and the wind was blowing. So I was holding my umbrella for the sun and holding onto my hat. It was not pretty. So there's no wind today. And I found that I could tie this under my neck so it would not be flying off. So I was good. But anyway, had my workout today with the ladies, and then I said, okay, I want to go to Supermercado Rey, which is my food store. And then I said, I'm going to go to the farmer's market. I don't know what I was thinking. First of all, I thought I would be making carbonara on Sunday. But then you have to get 2 types of cheeses, and cheese is super expensive. And then the pancetta would have been really expensive, which I don't want to put that in my body. And I'm like, you know what? I want to cook for you people, my friend, but I don't want to break the bank and mess up my budget. So I said, no, let's not do that. Let's just do curried chickpeas. And you put all kinds of goodies in it, and then you do a side of rice. But I was thinking of getting some bok choy on the side just for the contrast. Couldn't find bok choy. Hoja de mostaza, that's what they call it here, like mustard leaves. That's what we call it here in Panama. So I couldn't find any. I'm like, oh, okay, but I found some spinach, so we're good. So we're not doing carbonara, we're just doing curried chickpeas. I do have a bag of chickpeas, so I'm going to do the whole bag and do a pot so I can eat the rest of it. So next week, probably going to just get plant protein. How are you guys doing? It is the first day of carnival here in Panama. My street, they just blocked it off. And it's going to be, they have a bunch of rides. I just walked by, a bunch of rides for the kids. So tonight is going to be bomb. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And everything's going to go back to normal on Wednesday, okay? So the banks will be closed on Monday and Tuesday. I think, what's today? Today's Friday. They probably have regular hours. And then tomorrow it's going to be like, and each bank sends you their schedule. My bank already did, so I did all my business. I don't have to go to the bank. Very good. All right. So I was inside Ray, and I had my list. I always take my phone. My phone is where I keep my list. And then I said, I am not going to the farmer's market. Too much. Now, like I said, 1 outing per day. That's what I give myself. I don't want to stress out. And when I was coming back, I carried just enough. This, I put it on my back. It wasn't hard. It wasn't heavy. So that's good. Because as I said, when I carry this on my back, I consider it a workout. And then I walk to the metro station and back and to the store. So I got my steps in. See, this is what keeping it moving or keeping yourself moving, that's what it means. And I'm going to post for you, when I get to the metro, sometimes the escalators don't work. So you have like 50 or 60 steps to go. Today, I decided to use the steps. And then on the way back, with these, usually I wouldn't take the step, the escalator wasn't working. So I ended up going down. I'm good. So please, sis, sir, make sure you move every day. Every day. Yes, give me a thumbs up, please. Thank you. Make sure you move. Don't wait until the doctor says, oh, you have this, you have that, and then you say, oh, I'm gonna start juicing, I'm gonna be doing this. Do it now. Do it now. Okay? That's what's gonna give you longevity. It's not how old you live, it's how well you live, right? Okay. I've been here 3 years. Not once had to go to a doctor. I haven't been to a doctor. I took my, I haven't had my flu shot this year. I had a flu shot and a pneumonia shot last year. This year I haven't gotten. I'm waiting for them to do them at the mall when they give them for free. Yeah. All right, so I have my list. So what I need for my curry, I'm gonna put like a little bit of potatoes. I don't eat potatoes a lot, but potatoes would be good in there. Not sweet potato, they're not the same. Squash, peppers, tricolor, onions, garlic, of course, and carrots. So it's going to be really beautifully colorful. And then you use curry powder and turmeric powder for that pop of orange. And then you put that, with some white rice, great contrast. Now, one thing I want to do is I don't see it here in my store, is to buy some jasmine rice and then some, what's the other one? Jasmine versus basmati. So I want to try the two and see if there's a difference, but I can't find them. Because if I go to Price Mart, I have to buy a huge old bag, and I don't have anywhere to keep a whole bag of rice, and I don't want to have that much rice around. Okay, so let's see what's in this bag. And when you get there, in Panama, there is no plastic bag, okay? You got to bring your bags, this kind of bag, or another bag, recyclable bag, or they'll sell it to you for like $25. So a lot of time, many of us forget to take a bag and you say, oh yeah, when I bought that. And then you end up with like a drawer full of bags, okay? So once I decided I wasn't gonna go to the farmer's market, I said, okay, I need to get some fruit because that's where I was gonna get my fruit. So I was like, that's okay. Let's see what we got. So I was thinking of doing the carbonara, so I got some pasta, but I can always, when I'm really hungry and there's nothing in the house, yeah, I do the carb thing. I know. I pay for it the next day, but that's what you have. It's like peanut butter and jelly and bread for adults. And I don't buy peanut butter here, no. Now these little drinks that I love, they only had 2 of them. And listen, the store was busy, they were stocking and restocking, and so they were putting out flowers from Colombia. I don't know if there is a correlation between flowers and carnival. I need to find out. I'm gonna ask my friend Hilario, he'll tell me. So I bought 2 of those. They put the one on the other side. I wanted to get lentils, so I got some lentils. You can't ever have too much of this. Because this is when you're hungry, you just throw some beans in and throw something else and you have a meal. And I bought some curcuma, which is turmeric. I'm looking for a big jar. So I have to go to Cisco and see if they have a big jar because I use turmeric a lot. All right, not too much of it. And I showed you the energy drink. Well, it's supposed to be energy drink, but it really doesn't make me like that. But this is a Panamanian brand, Vigor Malta. And I kind of like it. So I'm being bad today. So I got a couple. So I don't drink it every day, of course. And then I put some more black beans because I used the last that I had when I did the soup. And I got some Roma tomatoes because I was going to get those at the farmer's market. But I'm going to make some more marinara, and I have white wine, so we're good. And I got 2 things of sardine. Sardines are good for you, but they're not like that. The quality is not, so I don't buy a lot of it. All right, that was my little bag here. And so today, what am I going to eat? I don't know. I don't have anything in the house that I can eat. But I saw they had paprika for like $3 or something, so I bought one. I got the smoked paprika. I've been using it, but I realized that it's not regular paprika. It's got a different flavor. So I needed regular paprika. This is my other Vigor. Malta Vigor. I like it. I got some carrots, and I'm gonna tell you how much my bill was, okay? You see, I'm just taking all this out. And for some reason, I'm gonna do this today. You know, I love plantain that I use in the oven. I just use my herb oil, toss it, and then slice them and just eat them. I love plantain. I do. Ooh, I don't know what it is. I'm Caribbean, of course I love plantain. Yes, this is God's food. Now, I would like to have that with some ackee and codfish. Oh. They have the salted fish here, but no ackee. No ackee. So bring me some ackee, whoever's coming. You know, I'm always putting my little thing in. This is the other. These little drinks. When I feel like, you know, I don't drink soda or fruit juices, but sometimes I have a taste for something sweet. So I'll take maybe half of that and I put it in my big bottle. And then that way I can get a little bit of a taste of sweet. But I like those because they only have, I think, 7 grams of carbs and azúcar, 5 grams of sugar. So, of course, I don't believe everything they say on here. I don't. So when they tell you it's only 2 grams of fat, take it with a grain of salt. I don't trust anything these people say, okay? Nothing. Nada de nada. Because they'll know something is killing you and they're still giving it to you, putting it in your food. I don't trust them. I bought some, oh, the bananas were really good. You know what? Chiquita banana is back. But this one says Amigo. Panama Amigo. Okay. You know, someone told me about those numbers. They mean something. I saw a video about that. If they start with 4 or 3, mean different things. I need to kind of look into that. You know, something will be organic, semi-organic, or they have been sprayed or whatever. I don't know. And again, I don't trust them. I don't care what they tell me. These people are so untrustworthy. There is nothing they would tell me that I would believe. All right, and I bought some lime. And today they had lemons, but I didn't buy it. Remember, lemon is hit or miss. And I bought a couple of potatoes for my curry, for my chickpeas. And I bought some pears. I always love pears and apples, so I put them in here with my papaya, my pineapple, and then when I'm hungry, I just reach for one, especially at night. Hola, M. Thomas, yes. Now you see, just watch all these things I've been taking out. I bought a piece of squash, and again, I was thinking of how much I was gonna carry. So I have to make sure that I don't buy a whole lot of things, and then I'm like, ooh. Because I'm taking the metro for 35 cents to get home. Let's see. And I got a small, last time I had a huge papaya. But again, because I was carrying, and that was one trip, so I want to see how much this costs at Ray. Isn't it pretty? It's a pretty papaya. And of course, I'm going to use the seed one time. If I make one smoothie, if I have the seed maybe once a week. You don't want to have the seeds every time, okay? And I think my receipt is in this bag. So I will show you what my bill is for this haul. And I've been one place. I didn't go spend money at the market. Today I did good. And I told you I pay around $50 sometime when I go to Ray. Not today. Not today. I'm not done. All right. I got my little mini con pasas, which is peanut and raisin. I like this brand. I'm not gonna read to see how many grams of fat it got. No quiero saber. Look at this beautiful Swiss chard. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the Swiss chard. $1.05. $1.05. So you think I'm going to put Swiss chard and make a vinaigrette and have a salad? And I have shrimp in there that I haven't used since I bought them last time. Mmm. Shrimp, Swiss chard, and a vinaigrette. You see how these ideas come to me? Yes. All right, and I got tricolor 3 peppers, so we're gonna use that in our curry, in the chickpeas. Another bag of peanut. This is another one mixed that I like. This is mixed peanut. Semillas mixtas. Semillas means seeds, nuts. Okay, I'm not done yet. And they had a big bush, what do you call that? Of cilantro. Today there was cilantro. Sometimes I can't find it. $1.42. That's not bad. That's not bad because it would be a lot more at Reba Smith. Now see, I'm not done yet. This is all one day. And I know someone said, how do you carry all that? Remember, I had the backpack. I always have this bag. This is the mola. This is from the indigenous folks. So you know I treasure this. And the inside, the lining is going bad. I'm gonna go to one of them. I'm like, can you put the lining for me? And see if they can't, because the bag itself is in excellent shape. It's just the inside. And I've had it like over 2 years. And I use this. Every time I go to the store, I carry this, okay? Because I can put a lot. And usually I put the fragile stuff in my bag, you know, like the Swiss chard and the bread, or if I put that in the bag. And everything else heavy, I always say, los pesados, and I say backpack. Okay. And this is the spinach, which really, I don't like this one, but I couldn't find the other one. It's a little harder, but I'm gonna put it in the curry, so that's okay. Doesn't matter, it's gonna cook. It's not for salad. This is not suitable for salad, no. Algo más? Okay. Oh, time. You know, I didn't have time, and I was like, oh. When I don't have time, I feel naked. You feel me? I have to have time. I have to have all my herbs. I bought rosemary the other day. I have time. I have to have cilantro. If I can't find cilantro, I use parsley. And then I have mint and I have basil. No, the other stuff like oregano, dill, I don't buy those unless I'm making a special recipe, okay? Because oregano, dry oregano, we use a lot of that here and I always have plenty. Mucho. But I wasn't all good. I was passing by the bakery. I took a picture and I said, oh, I'm victorious today, Lord. I am victorious. I'm not going to stop. You saw a lady with a black one that was made out of plastic. Plastic. You mean like the mola bag? Huh. Okay. But since we're trying not to use plastic, I probably wouldn't buy that, okay? So I passed by the bakery. I was so proud of myself. And then I saw a little rosquita con guava. I don't know if you remember rosca. It's that breaded round bread that they do on the holidays, but you can still get them at Reba Smith. I wasn't anywhere near Reba Smith today, but they had a rosquita. Remember in Spanish, if you say ita means chiquito, small. And it says rosquita guava. That means they filled it with guava. I love guava, but I've been staying away from it because of the sugar content. And I was like, oh my God, it was only $1.45. You know, I was tempted. And I'm like, oh, I haven't had coffee. I'm gonna have coffee. I said, I could get it. So I put it in the cart, and then I'm walking back and forth. I don't really care for the empanada in there. And I was like, and I'm not that much of a fan of empanadas. And then I was looking back. Then they had some small little loaves, let's say with cheese. And I'm like, no, I don't want queso. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then they have these little bread. These are the rolls you can buy for coffee. And I said, if I'm going to be bad, let me be a little bit bad, but not real bad. They had some croissant. I did not look at the croissant because I'm thinking croissant, butter, fat, no bueno. And I said, if I'm going to be bad, let me just be a little bit bad. So I bought 3 of these little You know, I can't touch that. I haven't washed my hands yet. Three of these little rolls, and they are light and fluffy and really good. So I'm gonna have some with coffee and a banana. So bananas, I don't eat too much because they're kind of glycemic, but they're good, especially after you work out. They're full of potassium. So I don't eat them all the time, maybe once a month. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna be a little bit bad, but not real bad. So if you look at my haul and everything I bought here, this is, and you know, I was taking my stuff and put them on the belt, checkout, and then I'm looking, I was so proud of myself because I'm saying, you know, if somebody looks at this, you know it's somebody who's trying to eat right, because there's no meat in there, no cheese, no packaged food except for this, the sardine, nothing packaged that I bought. Everything was pretty much, well, my nuts, right? But that's what you want to do. And when I buy vegetables, I get a variety because you eat with your eyes, and it's better to have color on your plate or when you're cooking. That's why when I'm making a recipe for you, you're going to see multiple colors because that's where you get the stabilization. You don't go crazy on one side, or you don't eat that all the time. You don't eat that ever. Just mix and match. You know, I'm not against protein. Last time I tried, what did I try? I tried a sausage. They make the chorizos here, and it just didn't sit well with me. You guys know once in a while I'll buy an oxtail if I'm cooking something. I love oxtail, but I can't have too much of it because my system is not used to meat because I've been whole food plant-based for a while now. So your system, your body responds to you. And when I eat clean, I am clean. And that's why I don't worry about doing detox. I'm going to be doing 20-day detox. It's not necessary. Because if you eat well and you eat clean, you drink plenty of water, you got your good smoothies, you get your green teas, you're good. And you got all the herbs, that kind of cleansing. Sis, don't wait until you get a diagnosis to take care of yourself. Move every day. And even if you don't go to the gym, but if you're walking to the metro, you're walking at the mall, you're walking here, you're walking there, that counts too. Yes. Mecha bread. Oh, it's probably something like that. Hola. Greta. I believe her. She looking like Grace Jones. Who's that? Who looks like Grace Jones? Okay, you trying to be funny? Listen, you cannot burst my bubble. If you're trying to be mean, it's not going to go anywhere. So save yourself. Trying to find out where she brought it from. What do you want me? Oh, you mean the the plastic thing? This one, I bought this at Casco Viejo. There is a spot close to the French area where they have a bunch of indigenous people selling stuff. Yeah, and I think I paid $20 for this. That was like almost 3 years ago. I absolutely love this bag. So when I'm walking in the street, I usually put it like this so I don't look like a tourist too much because, but I've seen locals with the mola bag. This is the pattern that is, it's related to an indigenous tribe here, the mola, and they even have a museum explaining to you the mola. So when you come to Panama, and you go to Casco Viejo, go to the Mola Museum, okay? And the Canal Museum. The Canal Museum tells you, the refrigerator is making noise, the story about the canal, and then they also include the story about the invasion in 1989, which some people don't talk about. Okay, so how much do you think my bill would be? Take a guess. If you guess it within $5, I'm going to send you a gift card. What do you think? I got paprika, I got fruit, I got peppers, I have a papaya, I got bread. Well, that probably didn't cost anything. But I'll tell you the prices. $8. No, Greta, it's not that good. For all that, no. All right, the tomate nacional, this was $1. The Roma tomatoes. The papaya was $1.13, so that's not bad. I could probably, I would say I would buy 2 like this for $1, not anymore. At the farmer's market, they're not that cheap anymore. But I can get 2 pineapple for $1. And there is a place where I went to that fair the other day, La Chorrera. They're gonna have the pineapple fair. And I said, I need to bring like a little carriage to carry all the pineapple because I absolutely love pineapples. The limon is 6 limes, 2, 4, 6, 90 cents. Not bad. Of course, there used to be, you could buy 10 for $1. It's been a while since I've seen that. Guineo, remember, bananas are called guineo here. Guineo. And that was 98 cents. Not bad for $1, right? Platanos, the plantain. 2 plantains, 75 cents. When I went to the farmer's market the other day, they were selling them per platano, and they were like 65 cents each. So I scored on that one. This one is good. Tomillo, which is the thyme. No, tomillo is usually over $2, $2.40. But you know what? It lasts me, depending on how much I cook, it lasts a month. So that's good. And remember, I don't know what I hope they don't put any chemical inside the bag because they seem to last longer inside that. Maybe, you know, the airtight might help, but they have holes in them, so it's not really airtight. All right, pan michita, that must be this thing here, 75 cents. Oh, that's what you said. Somebody said pan michita. That's exactly what it is. Someone said that. $40, oh no. Oh, well, wait a minute. M. Thomas, hang on to that. $40, okay. For a fruit, these, oh, 300. What did I buy for 300? 300 ml? Oh, this is 400. Oh, 2 of them. This is 45 cents each. 90 cents for the 2. That's good. Yeah, it's usually about 50 cents. Pimiento de colores, $2.54. Well, that's good because peppers are expensive here. $2.54. I'll take it. Peras verde, meaning green pears. Pears is pera. 3 of them for $1.22. But they always have pears here. Pears are really very common. And they have the Anjou, and then they have this one. I buy them sometimes. Papa Nacional, papa is potatoes. I only have 2 little potatoes, 43 cents. Malta, Vigor Malta. Yes, $1.30 for the 2, so they were 65 cents. That's not bad. Paprika, oh, now you see, they got me on the paprika. I saw a sign, and that happens sometimes. You'll see a price, and when you get to the thing, it's more. It says $5, and it was 3 something. So I could take it back and say, you cheated me. Don't you see that sometimes the price they put in front of the item, when you get there, is different? Why do they have to do that? I think that's wrong. Pantera lenteja. Lenteja, lentils. The bag of lentil. Lenteja, $1.25. Orbe sardina, the sardine, $1.43 for each. And they're not even that good, but I don't have a choice. They don't have a lot of choices for good sardine here. I think I've seen anchovies, but they're really expensive, but I don't eat anchovies. But if I'm making a recipe and if they make really good dressings, salad dressings. Zanahoria, that's your carrot. Zanahoria. 84 cents. Mani con pasa, that's my little snack here. Yes, mani con pasa, $1.10. Curcuma, which is the turmeric, curcuma. Curcuma is $1.59. I'm looking for a large container of it, but I don't know. I think I might have to go to the farmer's market. They have a spice section, but it's not going to be in a jar. It's going to be in a bag, which kind of gets messy because you got to open it and it, I don't like that. Semillas, which is the other one. This one is $1.41. Value Friday, what was that? $1.10. Maybe it's this one? No, the squash was only about 62 cents. La Parmigiana, oh, that's just the pasta, 95 cents. And zapallo procesado, zapallo is squash, 62 cents. Fresh acerga, that's what they call the Swiss charge, acerga, for $1.05. Fresh espinaca, $1.30. Now see, usually it's just like 65 cents. So they're making me pay for the plastic bags. But anyway, M. Thomas, you said $40. You are the closest. My bill was $35.77 for everything. $35.77. So you can eat well and not break the bank. So I know like early next week, I'm gonna have to go get more fruit, you know, like the pineapple, and I'm gonna get cherry tomatoes, maybe another papaya. They don't have anything else I want. You know, I don't eat grapes like that because they're kind of sweet. They have a lot of grapes here in Panama. Strawberries only in the stores. You're not gonna find them at the farmer's market. And I'm from Florida. I'm not craving strawberries. So 35. So M. Thomas is the winner. Ah! Who said 35? Who said 35? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed that. Okay. Is that you, Crystal? Okay, Crystal. Okay, Crystal won. Now, see, you should have come with me. You're like, oh, that's too early. I don't want to get out too early. All right, Crystal, congratulations. So I have to figure out what kind of cards you want. Maybe somewhere you can have cafe, right? So you can practice your Spanish and order your tamaño, pequeño, mediano, and grande. All right, I'm going to get Crystal a card to a coffee shop. She's a coffee drinker. All right, guys, this is it. So I am going to have my coffee and be bad with my bread and put this away and chill. No, not too long. I have to get ready for my classes tomorrow and hope that we can have class because I don't know what level of noise we're going to have out there and if it's going to intrude. But Crystal and I are going to hit the street tonight and see what it's all about. And then tomorrow morning, I don't know, I might have to go escape to the mall because if they're going to be really loud, I'm just going to escape because, well, no, I have to finish the classes first. Oh my God, can't. That's why I can't do anything on the weekend. My weekends are shut. And for the live tomorrow, I'm going to choose a topic, but not sure if we're going to be able to do the live. Yeah, she said 35. Thank you. Yeah, we got Crystal. Thank you, and Thomas. I was ready to give it to you, but Greta said, she said 35. So I thought that was a good price. I really did good today. So already had my workout, so I am good. I can afford to be bad for a few minutes. All right, so Sunday it's going to be curry chickpeas with lots of veggies and the spinach for contrast. It's gonna look really good. And of course, I don't want to eat rice, but I don't have anything else to put with it. If I do couscous, it's still going to be some carb, but it looks better with rice, okay? And I wish I had jasmine or whatever, but I don't. I have a bunch of little leftover bags of rice. I got to finish with those before I do anything else. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me. And Crystal, congratulations. Quinoa. I'm out of quinoa right now, but you could. Now, Greta, you can watch how I make it and make it for yourself. Make a pot. And then you can even buy naan bread, the Indian bread, and scoop. And I was thinking of getting pita bread, and I make pita wedges. You could scoop. You could do crackers. You could do whatever you want. Be versatile and feed yourself good stuff and move every day, sisters. Please do, okay? All right, lentils. But I'm doing chickpeas, so I don't want to overload the different beans. So lentils, I have some split peas. I'm thinking of how to make some split pea soup. But because we're not going to put ham hocks and all, turkey, smoked turkey stuff, we don't have those things here. I have to figure out what to put in it. And I'm always with peppers, onion, sweet potatoes, squash. When I go to Merca Panama, I can buy a whole squash for $2, but it's heavy to carry. Just like I don't buy watermelon, a whole watermelon. I can carry that, okay? So you can buy a piece of it, and you learn to adjust when you retire and you live by yourself and you are carless. In my last video, I explained to you how I got a car right before I moved because I had finished the lease. And I was like a year out, and it was like, I need a car, what am I going to do? And I found this subscription program that was amazing. In fact, I'm still getting email, when are you going to come get another one? I'm like, for $8.90 a month? Nope, not doing it, no can do. No bueno, I don't need that. All right, y'all, I will. You have none. Yes, you could use that. And you can call it a chickpea curry. That's what curry is. Curry is beans that you've cooked with vegetable in a thickened sauce. Because if the sauce is still really very thin, you can always thicken it up a little bit with some cornstarch, right? Because that is a lifesaver for cooks when you want the right consistency. But you can't go wrong with Swiss chard. Maybe I'll do a Swiss chard salad with shrimp, and then you boil some chickpeas and you toast them in the oven and they become like your croutons. You can do some shredded carrots. Listen, we could do that. Because this is such a nice, I'll take that over lettuce. I do not like lettuce. I don't know why. I've never liked lettuce. You're not going to see me use lettuce. But the Swiss chard, yes. And sometimes they have a little bit of red. This one doesn't. And for the red, I don't have beets. But I could have put some beets in it. But it kind of bleeds into things. So beets is a different animal. I just roast it. And the lady who does the healthcare book was talking about, when you eat beets and raw, people saying, I juice with it. I keep telling y'all, the vegetables, you do not want to eat them raw because you may not see the little bit of parasites or whatever bug that might be in it. So that's why, first of all, you soak your vegetable in like some baking soda or vinegar, whatever, shake it real good. You're trying to get rid of the slime and whatever could be on that veggie. Because it could be a good vegetable, but you're going to put some parasite inside your tummy. So what good is that? So you need to steam your vegetable, the best way to eat it. Steam it. Don't cook it because you're losing all the value. Don't boil it. That's the way I was raised. They used to boil the beef and then all the red water. Now I'm like, you're losing a lot of things. So I roast my beets. I just put them in foil after I rinse them. Then I sprinkle a little salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, cover it, and put it in the oven. And when it comes out, it steams. You've killed whatever could be in it, and then you can have roast beef, which is delicious. Be smart. We have to take care of ourselves in our own kitchen, okay? Because if you don't do certain things, you're going to introduce stuff in your body. You will. And let me tell you, I don't care where you go, don't ever assume that all these things are just perfect and there's, because people are in business to make money. They're going to spray these vegetables, these fruits with something, okay? They will, to preserve it, to make it look nice. You know, like the red beef, they put that coloring on it, or the salmon, they color them just to make them look. You know, you've seen those shitty videos of what people do to your food in the back where you're not watching. Did you see the chicken prawns? Yeah. Great. All right, guys. So it's okay. I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna say, do you want curry chickpeas, or do you want a Swiss chard salad with shrimp? Coconut shrimp? I don't have any coconut. Oh, I would do coconut shrimp. No coconut, but we can do the shrimp on the stove. Yeah, because shrimp, you don't ever want to overcook. No bueno. It turns to rubber. All right, guys. There's nothing else I need to tell you. Not much. All right. Oh, I didn't show you my my Converse. I got my new Converse, and they look so good. I wore them today. There is nothing better than being comfortable. You see my Converse? See how cute they look? Look at that. I know they're big. You know, I told the young man, I said, when I go to your stores, I can't find my size. He said, oh, when you tell them you were 10, do they get scared? I said, yes. Oh, we were laughing so hard. I said, you say you were 10. They're like, no, chiquito. They don't have that size. Little people, little feet. Well, I'm not blessed with small feet, but there is nothing like being comfortable when you're wearing your shoes, okay? Because why am I trying to be sexy? Do you remember when years ago when you were in the corporate world wearing some shoes that were tight and hurt? That is the most uncomfortable thing. One of the most uncomfortable things I remember. Wearing tight shoes where your corns are rubbing and oh my God, it hurts. The things we do to ourselves. And right now, I refuse to be uncomfortable. I'm wearing clothes that are comfortable, whether my belly shows or not, but I'm comfortable. My feet, I'm gonna be comfortable in my new Converse, and I love it. I love it. Oh, Lord, it's good. Anyway, all right, I keep running my mouth. All right, guys, have a good day. Tomorrow, I'll let you know about the live. We might come on, see if we can. If not, if it's noisy, we're not, okay? All right, guys. God loves you. Take care. Have a good day. Bye. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let me wait. Hit the like button before I go off. And Crystal, I will find a way to get that card to you, okay? All right, sis. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. Yes, Panama, it's fixing to have a lot of fun here. Thank you. All right. Bye.